Grandma grew up in different times. She loves me, and she understands that I love Harry. I get that that makes her uncomfortable still, but she is trying. I should go see her this weekend. It's real weird looking back at my childhood. I had all these messages about what a man should be, and now I'm thinking about marrying Harry. But Harry just wants this normal life, these patterns. He built this life for us. I went off and traveled, and he made all this happen. I guess I better get a move on. Love is weird. Back at university, once upon a time, I loved Sarah. It's not permanent. What would be the point in marriage? I hurt Sarah when I was with her. I'll hurt Harry too, in the end. I don't deserve someone like him.
It was the first day at university. I was terrified. My parents drove me up to the student village. The back of the car was stuffed with everything that I owned. I've no idea how well I did at pretending to look confident. If anyone else noticed, they didn't say. They were probably doing it too. Paul always liked Will. I doubt my biological dad would have. Looking at all my things in the boot of the car, I never knew I had so much stuff. I think Mum or Paul must have picked up the keys from somewhere. Weird that I don't remember how we got them now. I went up first. I felt butterflies in my stomach when I walked into my dorm room for the first time. I was really nervous, and I didn't think about how Mum and Paul felt leaving me there. It was scary for me, but must have been... I don't know. I suppose I'll understand someday what it's like to say goodbye to your child. When they left that day, they would be going home to an empty house, you know? I was unloading in a dream. I had a room that was all my own. It seemed unreal. Cheap carpet and a thin mattress. It didn't matter. It was my space. It had 4 walls and a door that I could lock. I was frightened, sure, but also excited. I had my own key and all the stuff that goes with that. I wondered if anyone was going to be interested in me. I think everyone felt like they weren't good enough, like the others all had some secret that made them confident and sexy. There's no such thing as average. Everyone feels just like they are a bit dull to themselves, not special. Normal isn't a real thing. I think I thought that it was. When I saw him that first time, he looked so cute. Pretty sexy, actually. Wait, no, cute is the right word. I wasn't really thinking about sexy back then. I felt so adult, but I had so much growing up to do. It's funny to think back, like this, now. I didn't notice Will again for a couple of weeks. If I'm honest, I'd forgotten about him while I got set up in my new home, though he must have been in the lectures. So anyway, I next noticed him through the window of the Union Bar. I remembered he'd looked back at me on that first day, and it made me smile. The music scene was good back then. Blur, Pulp, Elastica, Thingy, Suede. All those bands were great. Not that the Union played them much. It was more dancey in there. Fridays at the Union were always the same. Crowds of people, the windows steaming up completely, and sticky floors. I kind of miss it. After I'd seen him at the window, I wanted to talk to him. Maybe more. I pretty much went on the hunt. It's not easy to find someone when you're not so tall and the lights are low. Spotting Will in the crowd was hard. I think I was changing fast. It'd only been a couple of weeks since I got to uni, but I felt very different. I know it sounds weird, but I always felt that Will was a good person. The kind of person I wanted to be around. It was true too. Considering it was the first thing I ever said to him, it's funny that I have no idea what the conversation was about that I butted into. I don't think there was any doubt about my intentions. We had a few drinks and tried to talk over the music before I pulled him outside. I love that tingle when you hope something is going to happen, when you know you're going to try something nice. We went to sit just outside the bar. We could still hear the music, and the cold night air felt good. And that was when he first kissed me. We went to the cinema for our first proper date. We sat in the middle, surrounded by people. I felt nervous to touch him with all the people nearby. We both fidgeted, trying to work out how to start. I kept on trying to look at him from the side to see if he was looking at me. I shifted to rest my leg against his. It was awkward and definitely not the natural and subtle thing I was going for. When I went to hold his hand, he moved his away. But I think that was by accident. We ignored the film, pretty much. It was that silly action one, with that guy who always acts crazy. Thingamy. It was like everything else faded out. I put my hand on his leg, he turned to me and did that shy smile of his. He put his hand on the side of my face, just gently on the skin, turning me to face him. He closed his eyes and kissed me, placing his lips softly onto mine.